Okay, we're going to move on to arithmetic series. So I'm going to write a series up here for you. Thank you. Thank you. Harsa, finish up that last one. And Miss Liz this morning told a story about Carl Gauss, who was a mathematician. And his teacher, when he was 8 years old, wrote this on the board and told the class to add all of those up and get a total. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, all the way to 100. So Gauss was a child prodigy and within seconds had an answer because he saw structure then. Okay, so we're going to try and figure out what he did. Can you imagine being 8 years old and within seconds having a total for a teacher? You guys look like you're in disbelief. Okay, so suppose the movie theater can seat 4 people in the first row, and each row can seat 7 more people. Arithmetic or geometric? If every row seats 7 more people, you're adding 7 each time, so it's arithmetic. So, how many people can the 9th row seat? Didn't we just do that on the quiz? So if it's arithmetic, I'm going to need my explicit formula, which would be this one, to find it. So to find the 9th row, I would first take, the first row has 4 people in it, so that's my A sub 1, and I would add, what would D be? We're adding 7 each time. So instead of n minus 1, I would say, not 9, but, so 8 times 7 is 56. So the last row would have 60 seats. Okay? Okay, so if you've got a movie theater, which that's kind of very little seats in the front, right? I guess some movie theaters, there's like only a couple up there, right? So if you had 4, and then the next row you came up, there are 11, and then 18, and then 25, and then 32, right? That is a wide movie theater. Okay. So what's different about this one? So this is called the series. What's different than the sequence? You may tell me? This is a sequence. Actually, technically, this is a sequence, right? So what's different about a series? Okay, more hands. Yes? Okay, did you guys all hear that? So a sequence is the rows. One row has 4, the next row's got 11, right? That is a sequence. But when I want to know the total seats in the whole movie theater, that's a series. Does that make sense? So I'm going to add up all the rows and get the total number of seats inside of that theater. That's when we're talking about a series. But you can't have a series without a sequence, right? Does that make sense? You got to start with the sequence. You got to find out all the different rows, and then in order to have a series, you add them all up and get a total. So I'm asking you, do you notice anything if I write a second series, but I'm going to start at the top row? So imagine you and a friend, and you're going to go count how many seats are inside of theater. One of you starts at the bottom and counts 4, and then 11, and then 18, and one of you starts at the top and counts 60, then goes down to 53, 46. Do you guys see anything? Talk in your groups, because I see a couple people, looks like they do. Kellen, right? Okay. Okay, Allison, you want to share what you found? Oh, there's a good one. The 32 lines up. There's more. Let's hear it. Okay. Okay, one starts with a 4, one ends with a 4. Good. There's more. What do you mean? There's more. There's more there. Bingo. Okay, you see it now? So that little 8-year-old figured out that if you reverse the order and add them, it's always going to be what? 101. Then he took 101 and multiplied it by 100 terms, right? And then divided by how many series do I have here? How many people are counting the seats? 2. So if I added up both people adding up the seats, wouldn't I have twice as many as I needed? So you'd have to, does everybody see what I'm saying? If you added them all up and you added them all up,
Well, you're adding twice.
You're adding twice.
Okay, you divide.
So you divide by 2. Because he knew he was adding twice. Okay, here's your formula. We call it a big S because it's a series. Can you tell me what I'm missing? What would go in these boxes by looking at what we've got here? I heard 1. Yep. It would be n over 2, the number of terms, right? And what would the 64 be? What do you think, guys? What are we adding? What would be an easy way to, because all of them are 64, right? All of them are 64. So which ones, how could I figure out which ones to add up every single time? I couldn't say the second one and the fourth one, or the third one and the 8th one, right? Nobody? Yes. It's empty. Uh-oh. They're empty? Are all of them empty? Oh. You guys want a hint? A sub 1 and A sub n. A sub n stands for the last term. So the first term and the last term, if you add them together, you'll get 64. No, you don't have to Oh, that's perfect, Philip. brought up something perfect. You don't even need, I could say this. I could say find the series and I could do it. I don't even need the numbers in between. So this would be you see that? How many terms are there? They're right there, n. The first term is 4, the last term is 20. That would get you the answers to it. All right, you guys, hold on a second. You need your homework. Where did you guys get the homework from? Oh, Miss Liz just passed out. Write the formula. Guys, I mean, you're not going anywhere until this happens. Come on back in. In your own seat. What's that famous phrase all teachers say? The bell doesn't dismiss you, I dismiss you. You need this formula. Write this down on the top of your homework. All right, bye guys.